Do not run out of steam supersizing and growing your business. I wanted to show the steam on my coffee, but apparently it's not very hot and steamy anymore. Plenty hot, just not steaming. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom or expression today is run out of steam. And of course, this is one of those idioms that dates back to the late 18th, early 19th century when steam engines were all the rage or were really popular. They were used in different industries. They were used in manufacturing. They were used in transportation, in boats and trains. And that's how things were powered and people were transported to different places, or factories were run. They were run on steam. Now, the challenge with steam was once you run out of steam, once the steam stops moving, then the engine stops as well. So if you ran out of steam, if you ran out of coal to create steam to run the train, all of a sudden the train would stop wherever it was that it ran out of steam. And this became a metaphor over time to describe whenever someone or something stops or loses momentum or loses energy or power to keep up the same activity or the same intensity. So I definitely have said probably dozens or hundreds of times, I ran out of steam, or I'm running out of steam, or some version of this particular idiom or expression. So what does this have to do with running and growing and supersizing our businesses? I contend, and I think most people that have done it as well, that growing a business, starting a business, growing a business, supersizing a business for sure is a journey and a marathon. It is not a sprint. You don't sprint and have instant success that lasts throughout perpetuity. You are doing a series of starts and stops, start and stop, start and stop, just like a steam engine does. It is a journey to keep up your energy and momentum toward growing and supersizing your business. Well, what are some ways we can do that? I want to share at least 6 or 7 ways that I've done that in the past and that you can do it too, so that you don't find yourself in a position, and I guarantee I found myself at times where I was exhausted, I was out of energy, and I needed to stop, step back, and recharge my batteries to get excited and reinvigorated about growing and building and supersizing a particular business. So what are some ways that will help us maintain our momentum, will keep us going, will help us with our steam supply or our power supply and our energy? For one, be selective in hiring. Be conscious of the hires that you make for your organization, and hire with the intention of people lasting for a long time. So do your research, really work hard to hire the right people. But also, if you realize they're not the right people, cut that tie as quickly and painlessly as possible. That has been my experience. I can't read my own writing. Embrace change. There's nothing more productive than understanding that in life, as well as in building and growing our businesses, things are changing all the time. Does anybody want to argue that everything stays the same and we can just do the same thing we've always done and get better and better and better results? No, because we all know that the world is always changing. Our customers are always changing. Everything around us, the raw materials that goes into our business is changing all the time. And if we don't adapt and change with it, we are going to struggle. And the more we resist change, guess what? The more change gets thrown at us. We want to improve our customer experience. One of the best things we can always do is be listening to and paying attention to our customers and making sure that we understand and are giving them the best possible experience with us, with our company, with the people that work in our company, with every touch and interaction they have with our organization. We want to add new offerings when it's appropriate. You know, if we listen to our customers, they will tell us everything we need to know to grow and build and supersize our business. They will tell us what the next problem is that we can help them solve. We forget sometimes that every problem we solve for someone creates another follow-up problem. And if we tap into that, we have an ever-increasing supply of offerings that we can sell, of course, because that's we're in business to make money, to the same people. We can incorporate e-commerce or an e-commerce element into our business. That's a way to really invigorate and supercharge our energy and get excited about something. It's also another stream of income. We want to make sure that we continue to improve our existing sources of income, and that we don't sacrifice something that we've been doing really, really well for a new shiny object that we think might appeal to our customers. We want to find a niche. We want to make sure there's a specific group of people that we are serving and that we're serving them better than anyone else does. And then Another couple things that I've done in the past is I'll outsource things that I don't love to do. We'll hire people, we'll delegate, we'll outsource the things that need to be done for our organization, but that we don't necessarily have to do. An example for me is we do this in our personal life if we're smart to free up our time and energy, but we need to do it in our business as well. Accounting, something I don't love to do, never have. And so one of the first things I ever do for a new business, besides hiring a legal team and my board of directors, is find someone who will be in charge of all of the accounting, all the numbers, all the crunching, and all of the detailed work that I don't personally like to do. So those are just some ideas of how we can maintain our energy and momentum. I would also add, sometimes you just got to take a vacation, take a step back and regroup. And it can be a staycation. It can be whatever works for you. But sometimes we have to get out of the environment, our work environment, our business or building, in order to get fresh ideas. I loved always, and I still do, having off-site planning and brainstorming sessions, because I think they're very powerful. All right. Love to know your experience with this particular idiom. What do you do when you see yourself running out of steam? I usually add a little more fuel to the fire and heat that teapot right back up. Share in the comments below, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Have a great day.